locked legs, low knee shield, forces low head inside cancel.
But what are you, like, half retarded? You could just said that like a normal person. He's like, lock, legs, low. There's like 3-second pause between each word there.
Say it again. Yeah.
All right, so now let's look at a scenario where we're starting to move now from high head camping into low head camping, and let's look at a couple different ways that my partner can force me into those positions. We talked about this high knee shield. We talked about the low knee shield. My partner trying to transition into a low knee shield with the unlocked legs. What happens if my partner actually manages to lock the legs? It's usually before I'm camping in the first place, my partner locks the legs and I try to go into a camping position. All right, so let's say I'm in half guard. My partner pulls me in and she locks her legs in a low knee shield like so. Now, the first thing I'm going to look to do is I'm going to look to test my partner. A lot of times I can kick my leg back and there's not a strong connection. I can catch my partner by surprise and I can just quickly sprawl my legs back, pull myself in, and then thrust my hips forward. That separates the legs, and now I go into this leg riding position and I force my partner either into a half guard or I start leg riding, or the second my partner feels that from here the legs are opening, as soon as the legs open right from this position and the ankles separate, she'll just bring her knee back to a high knee shield, and then I'll just end up camping in this position and we just go back to high head camping. So I test my partner. When I see that the legs are locked right from here, first thing I do is I test my partner to either force half guard outright or play a leg riding dilemma, or as I go to lean forward, the legs come, the ankles start to come apart, and my partner comes back to this high knee shield. And then we just go right back in and we start camping right from here. When I see I have a partner with an extremely strong lock in this position, and I go to start camping, now I can't sprawl my leg back and thrust my hip forward enough to separate the legs. Whenever I see that I can't do that, I can't put pressure now with the high head camping. So right from here, all we're going to do is we attempt to test our partner, we fail. Now I just take my head right to my partner's shoulder, I post on my partner's leg, and we just start coming up into this split squat position, and now we start camping and just driving everything towards our partner's far shoulder. Or now when she goes to use that low knee shield in my hip, because my hips are high, I can get my head to my partner's far shoulder, and I can start walking forward and bringing my hips high, my head low, and now when she gets to use that knee shield effectively, I can still get to my partner's far shoulder and start walking past everything, forcing my partner in the half guard or forcing her to unlock the legs and go back in. So because the knee shield, when it's locked in it's this low knee shield position, the knee shield controls my hips. So my hips, when they're low, I can't thrust my hips forward because of the wedging. But what I can do is I can move my hips back and up, and I can bring my head forward and down. So now, my goal now isn't to bring my hips forward towards my partner, it's to bring them back and away and move them back and up as my head comes forward and down. So now the low knee shield makes no difference if she has low knee shield or whatever the case is, we can still go into low head camping. And now if at any point she goes to unlock the legs and adjust, we can go right back to high head camping, leg riding, or forcing half guard. All right, so that's one of the reasons why I'd have to go from high head position into a low head position.